in Python. Okay. So now the decisions are questions with answers. That is either true or false. Okay. The program branches one way or another depending upon the answer to the question. That means we are given the decisions, we are providing the answers based upon the questions. Okay, so to get the answers to the given questions, we are using some decision making statements in Python programming. Those decision makings in Python can be done by using if else, if if else. Okay, so these are the three decision making statements in Python program. So let us discussing one by one with some example. Okay, so first we can see the syntax of the simple structure for decision making with an if. Okay, so first we can check the question. If the question is or an expression. If the expression is true, we are execute the statements or a single statement. If the question is a false, then we have to go for the remainder of the program. This is simple diagram for decision making with if. Let us see the syntax of decision making if statements. This is the simple syntax for if statements. If Boolean expression, then body. To go for a specific structure, if operand, relational operator, operand, then body is executed. Okay, this is a Boolean expression, this body. Okay, not intending the body is mandatory. We must have to providing indentation to the body. Okay, let's see the specific syntax of if statement. Okay, so you can see if syntax. So if of Boolean expression, if of Boolean expression, then colon. Then we have to providing some indentation. Okay, so indentation we may providing some of the spaces or some tab space. Then the body of if is executed. Okay, so now once the body of if is executed, then at the end of the once if the body of if is executed, then if the remainder of program statements. This remainder of program statements remaining of program statements means okay after the body of if is executed, okay, what are the statements still we are having into the entire program, those statements are executed. That is a simple if statement. Yeah. So now this Boolean expression may be having in between operand and also some operator, then we are providing the another operand. Okay, so for example, operand, then operator, then operand. Okay. Likewise, here providing the Boolean expression. The expression is a combination of a set of operators and operands. Okay, and this Boolean expression can return either true or false. Either true or false. If it returns a true, then the body of if is executed. If this Boolean expression can return a true, then body of if is executed. Otherwise, the remaining statements of the program are executed. It is simple if statement. Clear? Let's see, for example, we can see the one example. Okay, here I am creating one file. Okay. So if example, okay, so you can take as example a equal to some 10. If a less than some 20, okay, colon, okay, so I have to print here a is less than or otherwise or displaying thing called as hello world. Called as hello world. Or I want to take one more statement, for example, print. Okay. Welcome to Python programming. Okay. So now then I have tried some print goodbye. Okay. So a simple example of if. Okay. If a equal to some 10. 10 less than 20 condition is true. That's what happened. These two statements belongs to the body of the if. Okay. So once the body of the if is executed, then this is the remaining statements of a program are executed. This means this print function can be executed either this if statement is true or false. That means this print does not belongs to this if statement. Okay. Let's save this one. If example dot py. Save it in home user. Okay. Then save it. Then we have to run this one. Python 3 space if py. Enter. So output is hello world. Welcome to Python program. Goodbye. Why it getting output like this? So a is 10. 10 less than 20 condition is true. That's why hello world. Welcome to Python program is executed. Okay. So and finally the remainder of the program statements that goodbye is executed. Let's give us for example a equal to some 30. 30 less than 20 condition is false. So if it is false, the body of if does not executed. Only the remainder statements of the program is executed. That is only print goodbye is executed. Let's save this one. Then we have to run this program once again. Only goodbye is executed. Why? Because here the condition is false. Here the condition is false. Okay, that is simple if statement. Then take the syntax of if else. The syntax of if else. Say if Boolean expression if it is true, then the body of the if is executed. Body of the if is executed. Else colon, then the body of else statements. The body of else statements. Here the body of if statements. Body of if statements. Correct? If the meaning of this one is if this Boolean expression say true, the statements of if are executed. Else the statements of else part is executed. Okay. So otherwise, okay. So remaining statements of program are executed. These remaining statements of program definitely execute. It's not depend upon the if else. Well, this is simple syntax of if else. Let's see an example. Let's see some example. Okay, if I'm taken as I can take as some number. I can read one number. Okay, so I read input number int of input of enter a number. Enter a number. Clear? So if number modulus 2, number modulus 2. If number modulus 2 equals to 0, that means number is print number even. Number is even. Else print the number is odd. Okay, then I have to print End of program. Clear? So this is, here we can read the integer number. The number modulus 2 equal to 0. We can just print even, otherwise print odd. Okay, then you have to save this one. Okay, so if else dot py, if else dot py, save it as. Okay, then we have to run this program. Okay, if else dot py, sorry, else is error invalid syntax. So you have to specify in the colon here. Persistent was an error. Okay, Python 3. So enter number. I can enter 23. So 23 modulus 2. The 23 modulus is 2 is not equals to 0. That's why the number is odd. Okay. So if you can see 23 modulus 2. Okay. 23 modulus 2 that equals to 1. 1 equal to 0. Condition is false. That's why else part is executed. It is odd. Okay. And the remaining statements of the program is end of program is executed. Okay, that is if else example. Let's see one more example. I can enter some 40. 40 modulus 2 equal to 0. Condition is true. That's why even end of program is executed. That is a simple example for if else statements. If else statements. Clear? So we can also providing multiple ifs. Okay, that is called as multiple if statements. Multiple if statements. So multiple if statements means if of expression or condition is true, then its body is executed. Body is executed. Okay. So maybe multiple ifs means or nested ifs means within if we can providing one more if of expression, or first we provide multiple ifs. Okay, so the body of if is executed. Then again go for one more if of expression. Then this body is executed. Okay, go for one more if of expression. This body is executed. Okay, and so on. Okay, so now this is likewise also multiple statements. So first this if is evaluated. If it is true, then this body is executed. Then check this expression. If it is true, then this body is executed. If it is true, then this body is executed. There is multiple if statements. Multiple if statements. Let's see here. If a less than 10, hello world. Okay, welcome to Python program. I am providing, for example, if a less than, for example, 50, okay, then print, then print some Python. There again I can if a less than 80, print some Java. Here, for example, a less than 5, print some PHP. Like if statements. Clear. So what are the if value? 30. 30 less than 20. Condition is false. That's why these two are not executed. 30 less than 50. Condition is true. Python is executed. 30 less than 80. Condition is true. Java is executed. 30 less than 5. PHP is not executed. Okay, that's why it is called as multiple if statements. Let's see run this program. So Python, Java. Why? Because two ifs only the satisfies this condition. Okay, 30 less than 50 condition is true. That's why this Python is executed. 30 less than 80 condition is true. That's why this Java is executed. This expression is a false. That's why those two if bodies are not executed. That is called as multiple if statements. Okay, and also we may providing nested if statements. Nested if statements. So nested if statements means we may also providing nested if. It means if of expression, begin expression where this body may also contains another if statements of expression then body of executed. That means if this condition is true, then executing this if. So if you are providing one if within the another if, that is called as the nested if. Okay, so this is the body of this if statements. This if statement. This is the body of this if statement. Clear? That is nested if. This is the nested if. Okay, so that is if and multiple ifs, nested ifs. Likewise, also we are maintaining the multiple if else and also nested if else also. Nested if else also. Okay, so another example is if else if and else. Okay, the syntax is if expression, okay, then body is executed, here else if of expression, here then this body of else if is executed, else body. This if else else. Okay, so the difference between multiple ifs and nested if else if else is in multiple if statements, every if statement is executed. It can check each and every one. This can first evaluated, then this can evaluated, this can be evaluated. But if you can see if else, for example, if this expression is true, the remaining statements are not executed. Okay, for example, if it is false, then only the else if part is executed. So if it is true, the else part is not executed. That means if else, only one is executed. But whereas in multiple if, all if statements are executed. Okay, that's why it is better if you want get the only single answer of a if you want getting only single answer of a single question, it's better to maintaining okay if else else. Okay, so this is the syntax of if else syntax. Okay, so let's discussing one example if else else. Okay, let's say on example here. Okay, so I have to read the grade. Okay. So grade equals to input of enter a grade. Enter a grade. Okay. So I can read the grade value of a particular student. If grade equals to capital A. Grade equals to capital A. Okay. Print I can excellent. Can excellent. Okay. Else if grade equals to b. It's equals to b. Okay, I have to print. Okay, good. Clear? Clear? So next, else, okay, print again else. Simple example with if else. Okay, we may also add more number of grades with if statements also. Okay, this is simple. If grade equals to a, okay, excellent. Grade equals to b. Okay, print good. Else print average. Okay, let's say this one. If elif, okay, dot py. Just have to save this one as if elif dot py. Then save this one. Clear? So we have to run this one. Python 3 if if dot py. So enter grade. I have to enter grade b. So grade equal to b. That is good. Okay. Why? Because grade equal to condition is false. B equal to condition is false. That's why elif is executed. B equal to b condition is, that's why good is executed. Then it's not executing the else part. Clear? So now, for example, again I can run this program. Enter grade A is executed. A equal to A. That's why excellent is executed. Okay. Again I have to run this program. Okay. I have grade F or some B. This average. Okay. This is the statements for if else statements. Hope everyone is understand. Okay. That is different decision making statements in Python programming. Okay. Thank you.